Welcome to another NEBA Spotlight. Today, I am so happy to present to you Giovanna. Giovanna, tell us about you. Tell us about your business.
Wonderful, Greg. Thanks for the opportunity. Hi, everyone. I'm here at NEBA. I've been here for about 4 years, and it's been an amazing ride. I'm here representing Vollara. It's an air purification system used on the International Space Station. We use this phrase: we send the solution to the pollution for a reason, and I want to share why. First, I want to share my family. Ready to move? Thanks. This is my dad. We are his caretakers. He's 95. Last year at this in May, and we had a great celebration. And if you move to the next slide, you'll see this is me with my honey celebrating his birthday. And there's another slide with more family. This is my son and my daughter-in-law and my grandson Benjamin. Next slide. This is our son Edward and his wife Michelle. Next slide. And this is our grandson Aiden with Poppy with one of the presents he got at the party. Next slide. This is my son Scott and his wife Rena, and we have triplet grandchildren. You can see they're all 11 in this photo, moving up day, 5th grade moving to 6th. Next slide. And that was another picture, including me and Poppy. Next slide. This is at the party. They were all wanting to be in the picture together and making a funny face. Next slide. And this is something I do for fun. We're dancers, ballroom dancers. And it's a great form of exercise. It's just really great for cardiovascular. We live in the mountains, so we spend time at this beautiful winery. We're going to move over to Vollara because it's made an impact on my life. I used to lose my voice every year, 2 to 3 times a year, and as a result of having this technology in our home for the last 5.5 years, I have not lost my voice once. So it says reduces 99.9 of the SARS-CoV-2 in 3 minutes, but actually it's less than 60 seconds if you look in the golden seal. The picture is depicting these little sparkly things in the air showing you. You cannot really see those. Those are just visual so that you can get an idea of what happens. These oxidizers and hydroxyls, which are just like the sun, makes for us every day, meet the germ in the air where it is, on the surfaces, in the sofa, in the carpets, every surface, and within the air. And it removes these particles. Even in your bed where the dust mites live, they don't live here anymore. Next slide, Greg. Thanks. So we have a new problem. So you can't solve a problem by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. So this is Albert Einstein's quote, so that's why these things are always evolving. Next slide. So what it is a paradigm shift. All the little white airplanes are the traditional method of air purification, but the golden airplane is the shift, the new method, a way to really maximize the effect of the technology in your home, your office, your car, your person. Doesn't matter where you go, you can always be protected with the technology. There are different forms. Next slide. So we got here because in the 70s there was an oil embargo and they sealed up homes and businesses with deadly precision, which created super insulation and sealed everything in, which in fact created mold and bacteria and created a virus incubator. So they call it sick building syndrome. And even homes are built in this fashion today, unfortunately. So this is why they created the Air&Surface Pro. Ready for the next slide? So in this picture, it's showing that on the bottom, the red, which is PPE, is the least effective method of controlling the air with personal protective equipment. And as you rise to the top, the elimination is the best, most effective way of clearing the air and having an effect on people's lungs and their lives. Next slide. This is the traditional way, filters or air exchanges, but it doesn't. It means that the air has to get to the equipment, to the unit, whatever it is, and sometimes you need one in every room. If you have them in a ventilation system, that means the air has to go through the whole system to get to the point where it's filtered or properly exchanged. Um, so if you go to the next slide, I think you will be able to see the effect of the Air&Surface Pro, which is the these little blue bubbles represent the oxidizers and hydroxyls, which again is just like what the sun makes for us outside every day. And it meets the germ in the air where it is and also on surfaces. So it's moving at 500 miles an hour. It covers 2,000 square foot of space. We have one that also covers 3,500 square foot of space. And um, you don't have to wait for the air to get to the unit. It meets the germ right where it is in the air and on the surfaces. Next slide. So this is a new problem. So they thought it over. Ironically, they have it on the International Space Station, and it was actually something that they were wanting to grow potatoes in space with, but in essence, they found that the astronauts weren't getting sick anymore, and that's why it's endorsed by the space technology, being nature's purifying powers indoors. And this is our last slide, and basically what it's telling us is that ActivePure is the solution. The answer is to send the solution to the pollution. It does not cost you to own an ActivePure air and surface sanitizer. In the long run, it could cost you not to own one. Price is one thing, but health is a lifetime thing. Your health is priceless. Your health is your wealth. This is where I sit with my heart, and I just want the world to know. Thanks.
Giovanna, what's the best way for people to reach you if they want to learn more information or even purchase this product?
Great, Greg. Yes. My phone number is 609-314-5545, and the email is livebreathecleanair@gmail.com.
Thank you so much, Giovanna. What an amazing product. Looking forward to even having this in my home. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.